Usually a pretty interesting setup. Head over to... It's actually the one over here. I do believe. Yeah. And unlike Banjo-Kazooie, if you don't get all 100 notes, you like it saves your amount of like gems. So it does get a little bit annoying in that like when I go back to that last level to fill it out, like if I didn't kill all the enemies, like it would be hard to know based off of that. Like, because the enemies will reappear, and they drop these like little dragon egg looking type things when you kill them. And those are kind of nice in that when you get like 15 of them, you get an extra life. And this game gets pretty hard later. But it's bad in that all the enemies are there again, and you're like, did I kill that enemy? Nils.
Welcome to Town Square, Spyro. Begin exploring by gliding to that area with the bulls. Use the L2 and R2 buttons to get a good look.
Yes, sir. Imagine getting this far and not, like... I mean, it's not far, don't get me wrong, but, like, it is, like, getting into a level and you just be like, you don't know that you can, like, control the camera. Be like, oh my god, I can control the camera!
You know, playing a game from Insomniac, I sort of want to LP the original Ratchet & Clank someday.
Oh, these are neat. You do that and then you can
but yeah,
do that.
Just like Spyro, I think the original Ratchet & Clank is like the best one by far. It has like actually like really cool like characters too. Where obviously Spyro is more focused on the gameplay, but maybe someday.
Thanks, Spyro. I had the worst itch on the tip of my wing. Oh, did you know that you get your longest glides by pressing X at the very top of your jump?
Spyro should be like, yes, the other guy told me.
Yeah.
In the other level. Although I guess it can't really be assumed that you like did the other level. Yeah, I got wrecked. Oh, wait till later in this game. It gets friggin' hard.
I do remember this game being hard.
Also,
does it really have 30 levels?
I think so. It's pretty much like 5 levels per world, and there's like 6 worlds. So yeah, memorizing where every single like solitary treasure is like not an easy task. Get wrecked. Every enemy in my way. Oh, one of the dangers too, if you can like, sometimes you might be like, you're not running as fast as you can.
Spyro, did you see a man dressed in blue running around here? He's a thief, and he's stolen the dragon egg. You've got to track him down and get that egg. Run! Run!
Alright, calm down.
I'm getting a little winded.
Oh my gosh. So, one of the negative things is, like, if you run too fast past certain... Unless you, like, physically touch these gems, you can, like, oftentimes, like, run past them, and that's bad. You don't want to do that. So, like, sometimes I'll, like, take a little bit more time than normal. Also, for this, I think I'm just going to pick up all these first, and then I'm going to catch them. Those are some definite speed strats, for sure.
But he's making fun of you.
He's
laughing at you.
I love when they put... So these ones you can only break via this. I love when they put them right near the edge, because they're like, hey, nothing personal, kid. Alright, so... Doing pretty good here. There's an enemy up here I think I saw. Yes. These are neat. You gotta... I know, right? 10's the way to go. Yeah, I think we got Thor.
Thank you for releasing me.
First one.
That's a heck of a Thor.
Yeah. The first, like, just generic, just whiny guy, and it's Thor.
Thank you for releasing me.
Alright. So, unfortunately, I did miss 8 of them, even though I feel like I've been to everywhere. That's just the name of this game, is just missing a few each time, especially during an LP. Alright, so we're actually gonna... Wait, did he not jump up? Where'd he go? I think I have to jump down here, actually.
Probably the area where... Oh, I saw him jump.
You saw him jump? Good. Well, that's what we wanted. We can possibly check to see if we missed, like... Especially early on, you're like, how am I missing this? There's some that I'll show you where, like, you would never, ever, ever find them if you didn't, like, specifically know where. Like, this is just me missing them and being lay bad. Yeah, some of them get to the point where you're like, how are you supposed to know that? Alright, so let's just catch this guy and then we'll head out of here. I got a little bit of cleaning up to do in my off time. If we could LP as much as we want.
Look to your left.
If we could LP, if we had like unlimited time to LP.
Oh god.
Lel.
2 seconds.
So that's 2 out of 12.
Do the dragon eggs, like, are they required for some reason?
Yes.
To
So
get
every
that
time you
level?
get to a new area, to get to a new area, I don't know if you saw the balloonist guy that I briefly saw in the first level. So every time the balloonist guy will give you like different like things. Will be like, I really want to take you to the next world, but I'm worried we don't have enough treasure, kind of thing. So like you're like constantly like there is like a bare minimum that you have to like do. So like for this one, it's you get 10 Toasty. This is the boss. So like this one you have to get 10 dragons. Then he'll be like, oh, but we need like 2,000 treasure. And then he'll be like, yeah, we need like 10 dragon eggs.
So this little effect that they do, where they use the skybox as a loading zone while they load in the area around it, is a really...
Ooh, so these suck. I totally forgot about these. This is a very bad enemy that we do not like. It's the Pigpat Wolf. So this one, there's a specific way to go about it. So you have to do that and then jump. So you go, jump.
Oh yeah, they attack them twice.
Yeah, you have to attack them twice. Or else they will jump on you, and that's bad. I tend to do the jump even though I just showed that you can, like, not do the jump. But the jump is where it's at. So yeah, like I said, this, it's a very, like, it's a hard game. Like, it gets hard, but it's a very peaceful game to do. Like, it's very, like, even though it's, like, gets tougher, it's very comfy. Very chill. Sometimes, you know, it gets a little bit crazy later, especially when you're trying to find freaking 100% of everything.
Nasty Nork has put one of his most devious henchmen in charge of the artisan world.
Bring him on. I think I smell a barbecue.
Be careful, Spyro. This boss has many tricks up his sleeve.
So, yeah, this Toasty guy is one of Nasty Nork's biggest henchmen, which is why we'll kill him in, like, 1 second. Also, I don't know if it's just my copy of the game, but sometimes the music gets really, really loud.
I mean, I can't, like, deny anything after how weird Fear Effect was, but I'm pretty sure it's just, like, I won't say shoddy, but just inconsistent sound design.
Yes, so I think there's only 100 here. It's weird, like, the music is excellent, but sometimes you're like, what? Like, I noticed it when playing it the other day, I was like, what is this? So this is the boss. You hit him, he drops that, and he goes
Oh yeah, I remember this.
to more dogs. Oh, that's what we call the double kill.
So me and Spencer played this as kids, but I haven't seen this game in so long.
I know, right? Isn't it, like, I was reminded about, like, everything when going through it. I was like, oh yeah. So that's the boss. He is a sheep.
Wow.
So unfortunately, I missed literally one. Oh no, wait, no, I didn't. I missed literally 2. Ugh. Oh wait. Oh, I thought I saw it there. So I'm just gonna continue. Like I said, I will. You get the best ending by getting literally 100% of everything. So I will, on my off time, just quickly like clean up the levels and just double check them. Again, LP time, we only really have 2.5 hours every week, so for me to go around and find everything is no bueno on some days. I'm hoping to at least get some of these 100%ed at some point, but you know, when you can only really take one, so like this one, he was like, you need 10 dragons. Yeah, let's go to Peacekeepers. Besides the first world, just because the first world's always the easiest, I think this might be my favorite world. It's like, even though it's called Peacekeepers, it's like based off of like a war zone or whatever, and it's cool.
I remember this. I remember this music too. This game is cool.
Yeah, it's just a cool game.
Welcome to Peacekeepers, Spyro.
And it's a game that, like, even to 100%, even though there's like 30 levels, like, it would be a long day, but you could beat the whole thing 100% in one day. Like, I'm pretty convinced that, like, you could maybe 6 to 8 hours, something like that. Like, if you know what you're doing. Like, that's for 100%. Like, obviously, just to beat it, like, the bare minimum you could probably do it in, like, 3-4 hours. And obviously, that's not, like, that's very casual. That's no speedrun kind of stuff going on. So this level has some pretty cool, unique things. You actually can shoot those, which is going to become helpful in a little bit.
Can you, like, angle them?
Yes. Okay. You can push them. So this is looking good to at least get done with this level, and I might do the next flight level. You know, just to get that kind of out of the way for next time. Wow, rude. Mature.
Ben, what would you do if someone mooned you?
Oh, and these guys hide in here.
Just drop their pants and just mooned you.
I would execute them on the spot.
Okay.
You know, a punishment worthy of the crime. Thank you. So you might be like, hey, you got 9 lives. That's plenty for later. Wrong.
Hi, Spyro.
This is
Sparks the Dragonfly has been doing a good job protecting you. Make sure to keep him strong by feeding him lots of butterflies.
Thanks, Magnus.
Thanks for telling me the same info I knew already.
Dun, 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 dun. And like the difficulty like instantly ramps up here. Like it is not.
They don't even care about. They don't even care about hurting you. They're just like, I want to moon you.
All right, so here's the first example of. Yeah, it's it's like moving the things in RE3. Boom, baby. All right, and also, there's a lot of like really cool just things that you can do. You're like, how do I break those? Well, boosh. Or this, the one that goes 1 inch.
Oh, like auto targets.
What the hell?
That was weird.
That was weird. Was I not on it enough? There we go. That was odd. But I like how it Speed Strats hit that over there. And obviously as you go on, the numbers get higher, so like nowadays, like on these levels, like it's rare to see like a 10. Like in later levels, they're like very common. Okay. Jump over here. And here.
Sure, a lot of levels to do.
Yep, there's I believe 5 levels in each one. There's 3 normal, 1 flying, and 1 boss. Okay, so we're gonna head over here. So here's an example of probably... Whoa!
Okay.
Wow! I was gonna say the easiest, and then I instantly got it. He's supposed to run around this circle, but because there's like no real danger, it's okay. Now later they do it at very like precarious positions.
Well done, Spyro. Keep up the good work, and I know you'll fulfill your destiny.
Destiny?
Thanks, Dad.
I just want to kick some...
Just toast those enemies and collect the treasure.
So, we already literally have 1/4 of the dragons, which is just kind of funny. so... Bump, bump, boom. We're gonna head... I just want to make sure I got... Yep, I thought there was something here. Woo, lad! Great. At least I need this. Guess we'll just make a quick trip around again. Also, I forget where the... No, I think it's actually over there.
The flight one was the one that's like high up.
Yeah, yeah. No, I just meant like where the what's the word I'm looking for? Locked treasure boxes, but I believe it's over there, over here. And there's a lot of times where you like will like be like, I can't possibly reach that, but like you just barely can, and it's pretty cool. I might have gotten all of them in this.
I mean, 10 seems like
It's
a pretty
likely,
reasonable.
yeah. Nice, I think. Hey, we did it. We got all. So, like, I got all 100 in the freaking overworlds, which sometimes are the hardest ones. So that's kind of funny.
Oh.
Yeah, boy. Oh, one of the ways this game is actually pretty mean is you don't get your freaking whatchamacallit back, your dragonfly back after each level, which I find to be pretty rude. Or at least the way I do it, where I just exit the level. Maybe if you actually go through the portal, it's different, but gotta be honest, when you're doing 100%, you don't I've never finished a level and gotten to the end and was like, oh, I got everything. Like, I guess maybe that last level, Jacques, would be it. Okay, I think I remember this one. Yeah, I think you get these next. Obviously, there's a bunch of different ways to do it, but there's some that are a little more, make a little more sense.
Yeah, this one looks more linear, especially with the fairy pointing with the arrow.
Don't believe it. I'm not saying which way to go, but don't believe anything ever being...
I will always be skeptical of everything.
Good. I think the last one is lighthouses. Yes, it is. Okay. I might not have enough time because I am lay dumb. Essentially, what you probably have to actually do is get... You have to...
Oh wow, that's a thing that you have to do?
No. Yeah, no chance. I'll try it one more time then. Yeah, you have to get the lighthouses like while doing it, and it's lay hard. So like, you pretty much want to do this first because it's right in your way. But then after that, you can kind of like take whatever you want to go. Oh yeah! Oh my gosh! I forgot. I spent so much time on this one. Jeez. Let's see if I can do it. Like on the basis of things, it looks like not too difficult. You're like, oh, just get them. But then there's like always like one or two that are just like
go back and forth. You actually missed one.
I know. Okay. That are just so out of the way that you're like, how do I do
There is
this?
one to the left as well.
So I'm gonna.
Right. Yeah, that's actually really hard. Wow.
I think I might have missed. Yeah, I missed one here too. So I don't know where the last.
And they
one
just
is.
like give you just barely enough time to do this stuff.
Eventually, when you do it right, you'll like it. The thing that makes me mad is every time I actually did it, I had like so much time left, and I'm like, dude, what? Yeah, I'm not gonna do this anymore. But yeah, this gives you a good idea. I'm sorry I'm not going to probably be able to do any of these on stream. They're just a lot of trial and error. But I got, what was it? One of them. But I'll get it set up. Honestly, I forget. There's, oh no, I did 3 of them. There's, so many different ones. I'm going to do one more level. Because I'd like to, all things considered, not play this game for more than like 3 or 4 weeks in LP time, so every level I can get done is good. Okay, so this one is 100% guaranteed. I'm not going to get all of them. This one is actually pretty infamous for people because I think this is the one I'm thinking of. Yeah, it's definitely the one. So this one's pretty infamous, and I'll show you why then. And this will actually probably be pretty perfect in terms of timing. So first of all, these. Like, why would you ever think of doing that? I think it's also the first one with 400. So there's a lot out there, and there's not a lot of, like, you know, yellows. There's also purple, which is a 25. We'll see that eventually. Oh, lady.
Yeah, wrecked.
I certainly did. So yeah, this will pretty much be perfect in terms of time, I think. If I go a minute or two over, I apologize, YouTube land.
You got a solid 8 minutes left.
I should be okay. Even if, like I said, I'm not gonna get them all, especially on the first try. This level, I probably spent like a half hour on just being like, where am I missing them?
How's a dragon supposed to flame metal armor anyway?
Remember, Spyro, flame won't harm metal, but charging with your horns, that should do the trick.
It's like the third time they mentioned that. Like, if you're this far and you didn't get that, it's over.
Well, if you're a dumb 6-year-old.
But how would you have gotten to the second level?
Thick, that is true.
Sometimes they're just mean, like these two in the corner. It's like, bro, come on. They don't... Oh, I forgot that this dude's here. Probably because last time I did the same thing. So that's 4 out of 12. We already have 33% of the dragon eggs. And like I said, like the last 2 or 3 are like so insane that it's just crazy.
Yeah, I do remember 1 or 2 of those being like.
So there's these. We're gonna shoot that off so it can break something in the distance. Okay, doing good with that. We're gonna beat these enemies. I think there's some. Yep. Well, I'll take that anyway. But 10. How will you ever use 10 lives? Just you wait.
Ben, are you waiting?
Yep.
Just you wait. So we're gonna start heading up to the cliff top. Oh, also one of the things that actually this game helps you with is sometimes, like, I don't know how to explain this, like if you look at the far left of the screen, you can see when I'm moving. Look on those cliff tops. You see those shiny things. So like sometimes in certain areas the gems are like they draw faster than like the actual like other items, which is actually extremely nice because sometimes if you're like, where do I go? Like you'll like in the corner be like, oh, I can get over there?
They focus the draw distance on them.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, and they just kind of knew.
It's honestly pretty amazing, considering how much they render, like at one time on the PS1.
Yeah, I think it's.
I would not be surprised if this is probably like one of the biggest like environments like rendered on the PS1.
No, I could definitely see that because you can like. Draw distance is pretty decent, like
obviously the details of the models get lesser as they fade into the distance, but they still render like all the shapes.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's it really is a marvel. What's up, ladies? I'm actually very curious to see how close I get to the actual number on this. It's Enzo.
Hey, what's on the other side of that river?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Why don't you glide there and find out?
Yeah, why don't these 20 fully grown dragons?
Yeah, I know, right? Oh no, we got better stuff to do. All right, so we're at 250-ish. All right, let's glide there and find out. I like doing it from here.
Hey, you did that move that you said you never do.
I do it with the control pad.
Oh, okay.
FWIW.
I see Ben.
What?
Your actions speak louder than words.
Yeah, Ben.
I'm just sitting here.
Yeah, it's just
Wow.
sitting here and yawn.
It's only 10:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on August 31st, 2018.
I'm a big yawner. It's just what I do.
Would you say you're a big sleeper as well?
I gotta admit, a good sleep, as the kids would say, it's 100.
Yeah.
I've been averaging like 5 or 6 hours lately.
That's about what I am.
Really?
I wish I could sleep more.
Dude, I'm like 8. I can't help it.
I usually fall asleep like 1 to 2.
No, actually, it's more like 7.
You've reached the
Plus
highest
with getting
point
up.
of Cliff Town. You can get to almost anywhere from here.
Yeah, I used to be like a 8,
I
9,
use that
10
word.
kind of guy.
Yeah, I usually like fall asleep at like 1 a.m. and wake up at 7. That's usually what I do.
Yeah, actually, that's about me.
So as he mentioned, if you fall down, you can use a whirlwind to get back up, which is nice. Because imagine having to do that again. So, we're going to head over here. We're going to do a couple things. Ya, Savenya! We did it. We did it, Reddit. Alright, we're also going to... There we go. Do that. Okay. I forget if there was another one. We're going to fly back up here to see. Whoa! Okay. Is there another one? I don't think there was. Yeah, there was. Okay, cool. So, I'm going to show you the area in which I'm not going to get all the gems, because I honestly don't even remember where they all are. But, there was an area where I was like, dude, where am I missing like 40 gems or whatever? So, what you do is you come over here, and you jump behind here, and it made me so mad.
That's cool.
Where I was like, where's these last
25 guys?
Where's these last 33 freaking gems? Woo, lad. Yeah, wow. So, I'm just missing like 40 gems. It's pretty based.
Do you have everything else?
What's that?
Do you have like everything else?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I have everything else.
Okay.
So, yeah, it just goes to show you, like, I am, like, missing... Oh. Stuff like that where you're like, okay.
Yeah, but like, you look
right?
at a crevice and it's just 2.
Right, so there's, like, a major area that I'm just missing. And it's like, I just played this game, like, 2 days ago. And I'm like, wow, where is it? It's not like the notes on Banjo-Kazooie are, like, not oftentimes hidden, you know? So, like, once you memorize them, it's like, that's where they are. Oh, that's actually probably it. Let me grab that real quick. Oh, and is that another one there? That is. We might have this, boys. Ben, are you excited? Don't yawn too hard.
While I was in the middle of yawning.
Oh. Not even mean to do. I think it was here.
Yoink.
Wow.
15.
Okay. Okay, so if these two things up here are 10s, then we actually got all of them, which would be pretty incredible. So let's try. Alright, so. Oh, yeah.
10. And a 10.
Oh, baby.
Ooh, boy.
Wow, I'm actually super proud that I did that.
Redeem the LP.
So that's pretty good. So we're 21% done. And I guess that'd be perfect for beating this in maybe 4 weeks, maybe 5 weeks. AKA, we'll see you next time.